is that what is issued to a corps member upon completion of the mandatory 1-year national service is certificate of national service, not certificate of presidential service, not certificate of governmental service. It is intentionally crafted by the NYSC Act as certificate of national service, meaning service to the nation, service to the country. What that implies is that when you enroll for the NYSC, you are offering yourself in service of your nation, not in service of your president. So a corps member is not an employee of the president
or the DG.
A corps member is not even an employee of the DG of the NYSC. And I have also stated clearly that a corps member is neither a civil servant nor a public servant. If you look at the NYSC Act, what has been done in the case of Rita Ogwamaye, popularly known as Raye, is again another demonstration of the abuse of state institutions in our country. Recall that this matter started in March when she said that, or referred to the president as terrible. An opinion that millions of Nigerians are in agreement with, including me who is talking to you. I will not be surprised, all of you in the media, you are also facing the challenges that the country is going through. But assuming that our opinion wasn't even factually correct, which I submit is correct, she's entitled to it. You cannot say because she has an opinion about how the governance of our country is, therefore you are going to go after her because she's wearing khaki to save Nigeria. Now, in March, the persecution started. They threatened her. They summoned her. When we intervened, they backtracked. But we knew it was just for a while. What happened was that on the 7th of April, Raye went to a local government, the TIOSA, presented herself for clearance before the LGI, the local government inspector, one Mrs. Veronica Abela. Initially, the LGI said, go and join the queue. She was on the queue. It got to her turn. She asked her, go back, go to the back. Go and join the queue again. She obeyed. This kept happening. Apparently, the woman could not tell her why she did not want to clear her. Raye persisted, kept pressing, kept begging, Madam, why am I not being cleared? It was until about 6 hours after she has been delayed, after she has been indignified, after she has been verbally assaulted, that Mrs. Veronica Abela opened up to her that I cannot clear you. In fact, let me also disclose to Nigeria that as I'm talking to you, Raye's file, every corps member has a file, which is deposited in a particular place. When they are going for their passing or their final exit from the scheme, they go with a copy of their file. Raye could not find her file. She messaged the LGI. I have seen the message, asking the woman, Madam, please, I have not found my file. The woman now called her to tell her, no need bothering. She has custody of her file. So she refused to clear her. Contrary to the misleading statement by the NYSC that she did not present herself, she did not show up. And then ordered her to get out, to leave. She left. On the 11th of April, Raye went back to Mrs. Veronica Abela's office, pleading that, please, clear me. Let me undergo my biometric so I can leave. Of course, the woman made it clear to her that, look, you know what is going on, but sorry, I don't have personal issues with you, but unfortunately, clearance is over for April. Now, in August, they're now telling us the reason why she has not been issued with a certificate of national service is because she did not clear. It took her crying out to Nigerians for her to even know officially why a certificate has not been issued to her. Assuming that this is a legitimate disciplinary action, how come that this decision was not communicated to her? How come that she had to read on the social media handles of the NYSC that a certificate is being withheld purportedly because she did not undergo clearance? This is an act of victimization. This is intended, and let me be clear, there's a reason why they are doing this. It is scapegoating. They are using riot to tell Nigerians, other Nigerians who are serving, that look, the day you complain about the hunger that you are going through, about the situation of the country, this is what is going to happen to you. They are also afraid because it took riot's intervention partly to force them to increase the allowance of corps members. Yes. So they are now scared that if we don't deal with riot, other corps members will continue to speak out. Yes. That is what this is about. So that message should be understood clearly. We have submitted a letter today, duly acknowledged, to the DG of the NYSC. You can see the endorsement stamp today being the 12th of August, demanding that two things be done immediately. First, we are asking that the DG should immediately cause the reversal of the unlawful 2-month extension that has been imposed on her. Secondly, that a certificate of national service should be issued to her. You cannot be criminalizing or seeking to stigmatize or punish somebody for saving her country. This lady, as I speak to you, is struggling to come to terms with what is happening. She is dealing with severe trauma as I speak to you. She has even gone into isolation as I'm talking to you. She has gone into isolation because she feels that our country has betrayed her. I went through the NYSC scheme 1 year after my service. The only time I have had cause to look at my certificate was the time it was issued to me. I knew I would not need it to apply for a job. If I run for president today, our courts have said you don't need an NYSC certificate. You have politicians who are holding very high positions that have not served the NYSC. The people like Raye, in fact, you don't even need to be a graduate. Cite the case of Buhari, Supreme Court has made it clear. You don't even need to be a graduate. The people like Raye, who left Cross River State, where she's from, came to Lagos, sacrificed herself at time to serve Nigeria for 1 year. The reward she's getting is this very vicious, wicked, dastardly, malicious and illegal action that has been meted on her. So we condemn this in the strongest possible terms. We enjoin Nigerians to join us in deprecating what has happened. Because who is going to be next? They will target other people. And that is why, for us, it is always about the principle that we have to oppose this so that they don't continue to repeat it. When Raye was issued with a query, she replied to the query. On the day the panel sat, I think on the 27th of June, that is the Corps Disciplinary Committee. You know what happened? The same Veronica Abela told her she can no longer find her reply. Issued her a plain sheet. Asked her to write a fresh reply because this lady was smart. In her reply, she stated that she presented herself on the 7th of April, the day for the clearance. That was contained in her reply. The woman told her she had misplaced it. But in asking her to rewrite her reply to the query before facing the committee, she told her to omit that fact, that was the only way they will help her. At that time, Raye had already resolved not to bother about this whole issue again. So she thought that was a truce, that was a way to placate them. She obeyed, not knowing she was being manipulated. When she now went before the committee, she realized that the local government inspector was not honest with her. She then opened up to the committee on what transpired. But despite opening up to them, this is where we are. So I want Nigerians to get that point clear, so that if they come out tomorrow and say, oh, this is the reply that she wrote, and she admitted she did not show up on the 7th, the circumstances of that letter should be understood, that this was what transpired. Why would a corps member who has been in the news all over the country, who has come under constant threats on social media, suddenly decide to stay away from biometric to give our oppressors an excuse to justify the actions? It doesn't make sense. She went for clearance for every other month. Why would she now choose to stay back for the month of April?